Hello, hello, my internet friends. It's your girl, Jerry Tolliver here, CEO of Fly Credit, where we help you have better credit, better opportunities, and a better lifestyle. I hope you all are doing amazing today. I wanted to drop by here to give you all some credit repair tips while you are on your journey to building excellent credit, repairing your bad credit, and reclaiming your good name. Now, there are thousands upon thousands of people that are struggling with bad credit. And a lot of the questions are surrounded around what do I do? What don't I do? What steps can I take to start maximizing my efforts while I'm on my journey to repairing my credit? Now, I'll be honest with y'all. When I was on my journey to getting to 850 credit scores, I had a really difficult time because I was making a lot of mistakes that I could have avoided altogether. That have really would have put me on the fast track of having good credit and getting approved. But unfortunately, when you know better, you do better. And so I found myself stuck, trapped with having bad credit, having low credit scores, and not really knowing the steps that I needed to take to get out of that. And so it took me about 8 months to take my scores from a 545 to an 850. And then it took me another, 5 years just to get myself to 850. I'm sorry, I got myself from a 545 to a 765 in 8 months. And then about 4 to 5 years later, I finally reached 850. And so was it easy? Meh. It wasn't really easy, don't get me wrong. Was it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely, it was worth it. All the time, all the energy, even all the mistakes that I have made has taught me so much on my credit journey, and it's given me the opportunity to learn so much that I can give to you. And so if you are all on your credit journey and you're like, Jerry, I'm ready to get myself to 720, I'm ready to get approved, I'm ready to get the best rates, then we're going to talk about some mistakes, some pitfalls that you need to avoid so that you can just, truck your way to success, get yourself to the finish line faster, and not have a lot of setbacks on your way to success. Because oftentimes we think to ourselves that, okay, I'm going to get to 720 credit scores, or okay, I'm going to get that house, or I'm going to reach my goals, but we don't always anticipate some of the problems or some of the issues that we're going to encounter. So let's talk about that today. Let's talk about 9 different ways or 9 mistakes that you should avoid on your journey to better credit. So if you're in the repair stage right now, right, like I talk about this all the time, that there are 4 stages that you really need to be aware of. You need to be aware of the the consumer laws. You need to know about your protection. You need to know how to dispute negative accounts on your credit. You need to know how to rebuild your credit, how to establish strong credit scores, and then you need to learn how to leverage your credit to get more money, to upgrade your lifestyle, to get more out of less. And so I'm going to give you 9 things that you should know, okay? 9 mistakes that you should avoid if you want to get yourself to excellent credit. If you want you to get yourself to 720 and above, if you want to get approved for that house, if you want to get approved for the best rates, if you want to make a drastic change with your finances, we're going to talk about that today. Now, if this is the first time, hey guys, if this is the first time that that you've ever been on one of my videos before, I'll just stop and just introduce myself. My name is Jerry Tolliver. I am the CEO of Fly Credit, where we help you have better credit, better opportunities, and a better lifestyle. And so if you don't know already, you should know that I once upon a time had really terrible, poor credit scores that was like really approving me for some of the worst rates. I was settling for less because I didn't know any better. And so I had really bad credit scores. I was settling for 29% interest rates. I was really throwing money away. Payday loans were my best friend. I was living this paycheck to paycheck cycle with no end in sight. I didn't know how to get out of it. And so I picked up a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. As a matter of fact, for my people that are watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on Facebook, if you're already a university student and you're watching this in the university, I already have this resource in the university for you all to check out. But if you're watching this on YouTube or if you're watching this on Facebook, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and drop a link for that book so you can check this book out. It drastically changed my life, my friends. I'm talking about I learned how to use my money. I learned how to invest my money. I learned how to get my money to work for me. I learned how to stop throwing my money away just for the sake of throwing my money away. And I learned the real true meaning of how to use your money for good. And so after I learned that, I increased my credit scores. I've been able to save so much more money. I've been able to invest my money and triple my income. And I've been able to help thousands upon thousands of people across the United States. I've helped them do the exact same thing. And so one thing that I know out of these 5 years of doing what we've been doing is that nothing is impossible. That if you really want to repair your credit, the opportunity is there. In fact, it's not even really hard to do. All it's going to take you is some patience, some time, and some diligence. That's what it's really going to take you. And so if you have those three things, then you can ultimately repair your credit. You can have success, you can have great credit scores, and you can start getting approved for the best rates no matter where you are today. So if you've started repairing your credit before but you haven't had success, that's cool. If you've tried those credit repair things before and it didn't work, that's okay. I'm going to give you 5 things you should avoid so that on your journey, when you're taking your steps, you'll know what not to do so that you'll know what to do. So when you know what to avoid, you can actually have success on your journey to having those excellent, perfect, flawless credit scores. So are you guys ready for number 1? Y'all ready for number 1? The number 1 mistake. Actually, this is the number 1 mistake that people make when they're trying to improve their credit. And I tell this to my clients all the time, the moment that they sign up, that they have to stop doing this number 1 thing if you really want to have excellent credit. And can anybody guess what that number 1 thing is? Can anybody guess what this number 1 thing is? Going once, going twice. Yes, that's right. Paying your bills late. That's right. Right. Paying your bills late. Now, this is not any bill, okay? Let me clarify. This is your mortgage. These are your credit cards. These are things that are currently reporting on your credit. Your student loans, the things that are already there. If you're paying them late, you're tanking your credit scores. In fact, I remember when I missed a payment on one of my credit cards when I was moving, and I don't know how I did it. I could have sworn I had the payment on auto pay, but for whatever reason, I missed the payment, and I had a 30-day late on my credit reports after I had worked so hard to get myself to that 765. And so once I got to my 700s, when I missed that payment, y'all, my scores dropped over 100 points just from missing a payment on a credit card. And so you should know the higher your credit scores, the bigger the impact is going to be. So do not pay any of your bills late. Not your credit card, not your car loans, not your student loans, none of it. You have to pay it on time. Now, your cell phone bill, your water bill, your electricity bill, a lot of those kind of bills aren't reporting on your credit. The only time they ever report on your credit is when you don't pay them, and then they go into collections, and then it starts reporting your credit, which is terrible. But nevertheless, do not pay any of your current bills late. If you do, you are setting yourself up to never, ever have excellent credit. That's rule number 1. Number 2, don't max out your credit cards. Maxing out your credit cards, AKA your utilization, is going to tank your credit scores as well. Your credit cards have an inverse relationship with your credit scores. So if you're charging your cards high, your scores are going to go down. If you pay your cards down, your scores are going to go up. That's the nature of the way your credit cards work with your credit scores. So if you see your credit scores going down, and you're like, oh my God, my scores are dropping. What's happening? Oh my God. Then take a look at your credit card balances. Think to yourself, have I used my credit cards recently? And if you have, that may just be the reason why your credit scores have dropped. If you pay your credit cards down, you will see your scores back up. So that's an easy breezy fix if you want to get your scores higher. Now, let's say, for instance, you have current credit cards. You aren't running any balances on them. You're paying them on time. And then what you do? You call the credit card company and you close the account. Y'all, do not close any of your accounts. Okay, this is the 3rd tip. Don't close any of your credit card accounts. When you close your credit card accounts, you lose what we call age of history. And your age of history is about 15% of your credit score. So don't close any of your accounts. Keep them open as long as you possibly can. As long as they're paid on time, you're in good shape. Which brings me to my next point. Don't apply for any credit cards or any accounts too soon. Now, it's okay to have credit cards. It's okay to have loans. This is how you build credit history. But if you find yourself applying for too much card, applying for too many loans, applying for too much credit or too many accounts too soon, a lot of credit card companies and banks are going to wonder why. Why is Tanisha applying for all these credit cards? Why is Tanisha applying for all these loans in this very short amount of time? Now, granted, if you're shopping for a car loan or a mortgage loan, that's a little different. The FICO scoring is smart enough to know when you're shopping for something. So if you're shopping for a loan, for a car loan, you're going to have multiple inquiries related to car dealerships or banks that are going to give you a car loan, right? Or if you're shopping for a mortgage loan, you're going to have multiple mortgage lenders pulling your credit. So the FICO scoring system is smart enough to know when you're shopping for something. So if you have multiple inquiries on your credit multiple inquiries of the same type on your credit, then it's not going to hit you as hard. But if you're applying for credit one day and then the next day you're applying for a mortgage loan and the next day you're applying for a personal loan and the next day you're applying for whatever kind of loan, then you're really wrecking havoc on your credit. So, keep it to a minimum, 2 to 3 inquiries every 2 years is definitely the goal. But don't go too crazy with inquiries because that could have a very, very negative effect on your credit scores. Now, let's say, for instance, that you say, you know what, Jerry, I've really messed up my credit. I don't want to find myself in this situation again. And then you just swear off credit altogether. Now, I get it, actually. I've been down that road before where I had dug myself into so much credit card debt in college that it was so stressful getting it off my back that I was like, I'm never getting a credit card again. I'm never, ever doing this again. I was like, credit cards are evil. Who invented this thing? Who invented this plastic piece of money? And what I later realized was it wasn't the credit card that was a problem. It was my habits that was a problem. It was my mindset around my credit that was a problem. And so once I adopted new habits, once I adopted a new mindset, once I adopted new thoughts about how to manage and handle my credit, then everything looked up from there. So if you find yourself struggling with your credit right now, it's not because, you're the worst person ever. It's not because, you're trash with credit or money. It's not really that. It's just that you don't know any better. And when you know better, you do better. That's law. When you know better, you do better. Isn't that the truth? When you knew how to budget money, you started budgeting money. When you knew how to communicate better, you started communicating. When you learn leadership skills, you learn how to lead. When you learn different skill sets, you'll learn how to exercise and use them, right? Everything that you know today, you didn't always know. But when you discovered it, things in your actions, things in the things that you did every day, every week, every month, it changed because you know better now. And so it's the same exact thing with your credit. Don't swear off credit. Don't swear it off. Just swear to yourself that you're going to do better next time. And once you do better next time, you'll be able to see the benefits that come along with that new behavior that you've been able to adopt. So don't swear off credit. Don't swear it off. It's not the devil. The devil is paying the credit late. The devil is closing the accounts. The devil is applying for too much credit at one time. That's what the devil is. But that's all, that's all bound in our habits, the things that we do each and every day. So don't swear off the credit. Keep it good. The next point I want to give you all is that if you want to start improving your credit, don't start disputing everything. Now, I get on my students about this all the time, my dispute lab students, okay? In our dispute lab, we actually teach our students how to dispute negative accounts on their credit. So if you're trying to dispute bankruptcy or charged off accounts or collections or student loans, all those dispute methods are in our dispute lab course. So if you want to learn how to do that, you can do that in our dispute lab or in our Fly Credit University membership, which we're actually running a deal for right now. So if you're watching this live right now, we're shooting this live today. Today is May 13th, okay? May 13th. If you're watching this live right now in 2020, then we're running a special on our Fly Credit University membership. So you can get access to all 6 premium courses to learn how to repair, rebuild excellent credit, flip your credit, make more money, eliminate your debt. It's so much valuable information. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of value in there that you can get for only $47 right now. So if you want to learn how to repair your credit the right way, the right time, the first time around, then I would say go ahead and get in our Fly Credit University. Now, for my members that are already watching this, you're already in the game. You already know how to play the credit game. You already know how to win. So this is like, preaching to the choir for you. But don't dispute everything on your credit. Okay, only dispute the negative marks on your credit. So what are the negative marks? These could be late payments. These could be collection accounts. These could be too many inquiries. These could be, charged off accounts, repossession, student loans. There's so many things that are negative that can eat away at your credit score, but you only want to tackle the negatives. You don't want to tackle the positives. And I see people do this all the time. Don't tackle the positives. If you have positive student loans, if you have positive credit cards, if you have positive payment history on your credit, don't remove it. Keep it there. People often ask me, Jerry, I want to get rid of my student loans. What do I need to do? And then I ask them, well, what's the current status of your student loans? Because usually it's not really your student loans that are killing you. It's your payment history associated with the student loans. That's what's killing you. And so if you're late on your student loans, if you don't have them on forbearance, if you don't have them deferred, you're just letting them be late and you're letting them report late, then that's the reason why it's eating away at your credit score. But look at what's on your credit. Pull your credit right now. Highlight the negatives. And then start writing dispute letters to get that done. If you don't know how to write a dispute letter, you can plug and play your way to better credit by grabbing our Flawless Credit Guide. It already has letters in there for you. All you got to do is, copy, paste, plug in your information, mail it out, have success, okay? So if you're like, Jerry, I don't know where to start with a dispute letter, that's cool. No problem. Pick up our Flawless Credit Guide. It's only $7 and it'll give you dispute letters in there. It'll show you how to rebuild your credit. It'll show you exactly what you need to get started on the fast track to start deleting your bad credit, start repairing your good name, and start having success and gain the confidence that comes along with having good credit. So don't dispute the positive stuff, my friends. Only dispute the negatives, all right? Only dispute the negative. The next point I want to give you all is that if you're disputing negative accounts, especially collection accounts, a lot of y'all talk too much. A lot of y'all are talking too much. So when those collection agencies give you a call and they say, hey, Tanya, this is ABC Collection Company calling you in regards to collect a debt with AB, XYZ company, right? Now, the problem that a lot of you guys do is you say, well, how much is the debt? Or you start making arrangements to pay the debt instead of asking them to prove to you that the debt actually belongs to you. You got to ask them, right? It's like Tanya. It's like, say for instance, I owe you some money. And you send Jean, let's say you send Jean to my door to collect the money from me. I'm not giving Jean no money, okay? I'm not giving Jean $1 until Jean can prove to me that he has been assigned this debt, that he can legally collect on this debt. And until he does, baby, I'm not giving him a single penny. And it's the exact same principle with collection accounts. So stop talking so much. You have consumer rights that you can leverage. And if you don't know about it, pick up the Flawless Credit Guide. Become a member. We'll teach you about all of your consumer rights that you can use and leverage to start improving your credit right now. Okay, so stop talking so much. Ask for proof. And then the last thing I want to give you guys is stop listening to unqualified people. And this actually goes back to my video that I cut yesterday. Is that oftentimes you'll find people saying, oh, we can repair your credit, or, oh, we can help you get excellent credit scores. But when you ask them, well, what does your credit look like, or whose lives have you changed? Oftentimes the answer will be little to none. And these people are not qualified to help you because they haven't even helped themselves, right? It's like going to a nail salon or going to go get your hair done, but the stylist hair is trash, it's dirty, it's all over their head, they've got bad hair, they haven't washed their hair, they haven't trimmed their ends, they haven't done anything to their hair in ages, but they want you to pay them to do their hair, to do your hair. Would you really do that? Probably not. And you should take that same exact approach with your credit. Y'all, I hired somebody 5 years ago to help me with my credit. I paid him $800. $800 that I didn't have to waste. I didn't have $800 to just throw away. But guess what? I ended up doing that. I gave him $800 and he disappeared off the face of the earth. Never helped me, never even intended to help me. The only time I ever heard from him was, hey, this is how you make a payment. Hey, this is how I can help you. Do it right now. Here's the link. And after I made that payment, that was it. And I'll tell you one thing, there's nothing more frustrating for me than working with people that communicate poorly, or working with people that disappear off the face of the earth, or working with people that have no integrity. I absolutely hate it. Because if you don't have integrity, you don't have nothing. Nothing. Let me tell you something. I've got thousands of students, thousands of clients. Now, granted, I can't talk to everybody. I can't get on the phone and communicate with everybody. I can't answer every single email. I can't do it, but my team does. I have an amazing team. As a matter of fact, my clients call me and tell me some of my team members need a raise because they're that good. So I believe in having integrity. I believe in doing what you, in practicing what you preach. I believe in leading by example. And so I can't teach you how to get to 850 credit scores if I've never reached 850 credit scores. I can't teach you how to get to 700 plus credit scores if I've never done that. I can't teach you how to pay off and eliminate your debt if I've never done this. I can't teach you how to save money, multiply your income if I've never done it. And so, although most people will have advice galore, not everybody is qualified. I'm sorry. Not everybody is qualified to tell you how to get that house. Not everybody is qualified to tell you how to lower your rates. Not everybody is qualified to teach you how to get approved. Not everybody's qualified for that. And so if they're not qualified for it, find somebody that is. Find somebody that has already done what you want to do. Find somebody that's already reached the level of success that you want to reach. And once you do, you'll start having an unusual amount of success. Trust me, I know. Okay. I've been studying credit. I've been studying all of this for years, relentlessly. And I've had the success to back it up. I've helped other people and they've had successes to back it up. I've got the track record to back up all of my claims. And so if there's one thing that I know is that if I can take my score from a 545 to a 765, 765, not 767, 765 in 8 months. And if I can take my scores from a 765 to an 850 in a few years, okay, it took me some years. Some people will say that takes too long. No, it doesn't. Most people it'll take them 9+ years to get to 850 credit scores, but I did it in 5. And you can do the exact same thing. Once you learn the right steps, once you start practicing the right methods, that's when you can start having really good success. So once you start avoiding these pitfalls, don't pay your bills late, don't max out your credit cards, don't close your credit cards, don't apply for too much credit too soon, don't swear off your credit, keep using your credit for as long as you possibly can, don't dispute any of the positive stuff, stop talking so much and start listening to qualified people. Because once you do, that's when you'll start having success. Once you do, you'll start having those higher credit scores. Once you do, you'll be able to get that home. You'll be able to get that car. You'll be able to stop renting and buy that house, get that equity, and start building long-term wealth. My friends, credit wasn't made for consuming. Credit was made to help you generate wealth. Credit was originally made for businesses, but they turned it into a consumer thing. And now a lot of us are swimming in credit card debt. A lot of us are struggling financially because we don't understand the credit game. But what if you can learn the credit game? What if you can learn the right methods, the right strategies, the right secrets, the loopholes, the things that you actually need to know so that you'll never find yourself in a credit dilemma again, so that you can drastically change your circumstances and you'll never find yourself there ever again. And even if you do, you'll know how to get out of it. How powerful would that be? If you had the right steps, the right information, the right resources to help you do it. Powerful indeed. And so those are my 8. Okay, those are 8 actually credit repair mistakes that you all should avoid at all costs on your journey to better credit. Now, if you've already made some of these mistakes already, it's okay. All of it can be repaired. All of it can still be, it can still be better. At the end of the day, it could all be better as long as you follow those steps, as long as you do the right thing the right time, and if you keep doing it consistently, you'll have no choice but to succeed. And so I hope you got some great information today, my friends. If you did, drop it in the comments. Let me know, what did you learn today? If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified whenever we have good information going on. If you're watching this from Facebook, share the video. Drop in the comments, what did you learn? What did you learn? And if you need any personal one-on-one help, you can always schedule a consultation with us directly at flycredit.com/consultation. That's FLYY credit.com/consultation. I'll put all these links in the description and in the comments for you all so you can check all that out. If you want to get access to our flawless credit guide and start plugging and playing your way to good credit right now for only $7, then you can hit the link flycredit.com/guide. Only $7, y'all. Our most popular resource that's really helping people make drastic leaps and bounds with their credit. And if you really want to get in the game, if you really want to learn everything that you need to know about credit, how to repair your credit, how to rebuild your credit, how to flip your credit, how to use your credit to take free trips, how to multiply your money, it's all in the Fly Credit University. And the Fly Credit University is on sale right now. This month we have enrollment, a discounted enrollment for only $47. That's $47 a month, or you can get in for a yearly pricing of only $297 for 12 months. And you can get access to all 6 of our premium courses, plus our Q&A invites, our private events, all the goodies that come along with having our membership. So it's lit, y'all, and I'm really, really excited and really happy about all the success that I've been able to see y'all have. And I really look forward to seeing more of your success down the line, because 2020 is your year. You can fix your credit by the end of this year. You can get the keys to your dream home by the end of this year. You can get those lower rates by the end of this year. 2020 not canceled. It's still here. And you can finish this year off strong if you commit to it, if you dedicate yourself to it, and if you start working towards it. And so again, my friends, my name is Jerry Tolliver, CEO of Fly Credit. I will see y'all next time with some more credit goodness. See y'all. Have a great one.